Some of y'all ain't gonna like this video. And I'm already getting... It's funny, though. I've been a Bucks fan since 1996, 96, 97, wherever year it was. And as you guys all know, who've been on this channel, subscribed to this channel for the longest time, know how I feel about my Bucks. But I'm starting to see things from Giannis I really don't like. And somebody in my last video, I called Giannis a diva, or is acting like a diva. So I said, Giannis is not acting like a diva. Well, I see it. I see it. And on this channel, everybody gets the smoke, Giannis included. And this ain't my first time giving Giannis the smoke. I gave him the smoke probably early February when the Bucks were struggling. It was a great video too. But anyways, I'm starting to see this diva mentality. Him trying to get all these numbers, these triple doubles and everything. What set this whole season off was actually the whole thing about him not resigning with the Bucks, and it sent everybody into a frenzy midsummer. This is during the same time when people are trying to decide or figure out where Dame was going to go to. Was he going to go to Miami, or was he going to go to Miami? Because it was not staying in Portland no matter what. There was, I think, rumors on the independent level on YouTube of the fantasization of Dame going to Milwaukee. I even, well, behind closed doors, I even talked about it a lot. But I think this whole thing started, and I want to blame this whole entire season not on Doc Rivers, which I don't get. I don't know why they keep going after Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers wasn't here during the offseason. This ain't Doc Rivers' fault. It's funny how they go after Doc Rivers, but don't go after Mike D'Antoni. It's funny how they should have kept Budenholzer, but Budenholzer was also a lame duck at coaching at times. But both Budenholzer and Doc Rivers both got a ring. But I always say Budenholzer got a ring despite having Giannis. Sort of like Mike McCarthy got a ring despite having Aaron Rodgers. But at this point in time, how I feel about Giannis, it's not good. I don't like I'm not going to resign a long-term contract unless, we get better. Well, guess what, brother man? That's diva-like talk. Because I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that at all. I don't want to hear it at all. I don't want to hear nothing else. I already said how I feel about Giannis in my last video. I want him gone. Yes, I said it. I want Giannis Antetokounmpo gone from Milwaukee. Yeah, it's a very, very hard take. But he needs to go. I don't have time for divas no more. If you ain't going to shut up and put out on the floor and act like a supposed top 5 player, I don't want to hear anything anymore. I don't want to hear no more excuses. I want Dame gone too. I want him gone immediately after this season ends in April. Yeah, I said April because they ain't making it out of the second round. They might ain't make it out of the first round. I want both of them gone. We can start over. All together and start over. Forget Dame. We already know how I feel about Dame. You know what? Giannis would have been better off with Russell Westbrook on this team. The Bucks would have been better off with Westbrook started on this team. At least Westbrook got the mindset to play and butt out all the distractions. Keep in mind, just 2 seasons ago, he had to hear the Westbrook. Westbrook sucks when he was in L.A. I'm sure he can block out all the distractions. Yes, we understand that sometimes he makes mistakes. But what player does not make mistakes on the court? It's funny, I said this before, LeBron had 6-7 turnovers, not a peep. Not an absolute peep. Made it, Russell Westbrook got 2 turnovers. Sorry if anybody's listening on the headphones. But that's how they act. But anyways, they've been better off with Russell Westbrook. Yeah, I said it. I can't stand Giannis. I can't stand him no more. I can't do it anymore. I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry. I can't do this. I'm used to. I had to go all the way back to almost 12, 13 years ago when the last time the Bucks were really sorry. I'm used to the Bucks failing. I had to go from 2003. I mean, not 2003. There were some years they went to the playoffs but lost in the first round. But majority of the 2000s, even going into the early 2010s, the Bucks were losers. I'm all right with that. It sounds weird, but I'm all right with that. I'd rather know that there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Well, maybe it is a light at the end of the tunnel, but I'm better knowing that they suck and knowing that they suck and then watching this product thinking they don't go to the finals and they end up flopping the whole entire time for the last few games. I think what's more frustrating in my book is watching this team capable of going to the finals. They're capable, but they're not holding up their end of the bargain and playing subpar basketball. That's more frustrating than the team just absolutely sucks. So after a while, you can just tune that out. Sorry, Detroit Pistons fans. I know how you guys feel. I can understand how you guys feel. But yes, this may sound like a wonky video. I just want Giannis gone. I definitely want Dame gone. Just start over the whole team. I can't do the diva mentality with Giannis. And yes, he is a diva. Demanding stuff. If this don't get done, I'm going to leave. That's diva-like mentality. Sure, there's some type of bargain chip, but that's diva-like mentality. Sorry, I have to admit to it. It is. It's the same thing Aaron Rodgers is doing. There's different ways of being a diva. There really is. There's some upfront about it, and then there's some that secretly put stuff out there, and it continues to get worse and worse and worse over time. Yes, at one point in time, a football reference, going back to Aaron Rodgers when he's in Green Bay, at one point in time, I agree with them. They needed more help on defense. But over the time, Aaron just got annoying after a while. Not showing up to OTAs in his last year at Green Bay, complaining about the rookie wide receivers dropping passes, even though you never show up to OTAs. But all of a sudden, he shows up to OTAs and everything else with the Jets. Oh, he's with the new team. Well, he should have did that with Green Bay. A year later, he's sitting there watching Green Bay play Dallas in the playoffs and beat Dallas and almost beat San Francisco while he's sitting at home. And they're probably going to be sitting at home again next season. But anyways, I ain't talking about the NFL right now. I'm probably the only person that is going to think like this. But I'm sorry. I had enough of Giannis and Tim Tecumseh. Of course, Dame. I had enough of Dame. I can't do it. And Dame is not top 75. He really isn't. He's not top 75. I'm sorry. That was a mistake right there. But I already said Dame was not top 75. Before, I thought Dame, Anthony Davis, and James Harden, 3 players that should never been named to the top 75 list. There's other players that could have been part of that. Joe Dumars, Adrian Dantley, just to name a few. Shoot. Dwight Howard, Tony Parker, Klay Thompson, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter. I'll put them all before those 3. Somebody said, James Harden. Damn, James Harden's just a byproduct of today's NBA. Shoot, 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 dribble, 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 dribble. No technique, no strategy. Even though I do have to admit, James Harden's been playing better with the Clippers. And I heard a peep out of him other than trying to block Kawhi Leonard's shot. But anyways, I'm done with Dame. I'm done with Giannis. Start this team over. I'm sorry. This is how I feel. I don't know about taking Doc Rivers with you. Then again, take Doc Rivers with you too. So start the team over again. Damn.